Well, greetings. Thank you for joining us. Just 1 second. Oh, okay. Let's YouTube activate itself and plug on it. Oops. All right. Well, 1 hour be 4th of July. So I figured I would celebrate by channeling a pig. Well, that's not I don't know, just something funny. We'll see what happens. It won't be just the other visitations. I'm gonna put this coffee mug over here. So, all right, blessings, everyone. Hope you have a safe holiday weekend. It's coming to a close tomorrow. We're all looking forward to that. So, as for what's going on in the world, I'll give a little bit of a. Stephen Hawking said Trump could push the Earth over a brink. Yeah, whatever. I'm not sure why Stephen Hawking is. I'm not even sure if that's even him anymore. You kind of wonder because some is just not. Oh yeah, North Korea launches a ballistic missile in Japan. I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's kind of serious. Well, it's still a big deal, but it's not really taking. I don't know. Well, they're taking it seriously, but they seem to be letting them play around. I'm not sure what the deal is. They're watching them, but they're not. I'm not getting any details on that. He's just being disobedient. He's basically waiting for them to come and invade him, basically, from what I'm gathering. Something around those lines. So, anyway, it's enough on that. Nobody's in the chat. Wonder why. It is 11 o'clock at night. So, anybody watching? Hello, greetings. I'm in the chat. That's okay. Sorry about that. I'm just checking stuff. It usually has a new dark thing, I guess. No, I have to activate it every time, I guess. Okay, yeah, we could do a couple of channelings actually, and call it a night, basically. Still kind of laying low a little bit. Yeah, just let my energy come back. I've been running high for a while, so let's see. We get some comedy out of this. See what we get. I think it'll be quite funny. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, so I'll unleash who is here. I already got a connection to them. Alpha Centauri. There's pigs everywhere. So I kind of got an idea of what they're going to. Well, I don't have an idea, but anyway, I know they exist. I do know they're on Mars too. Not like we can really prove anything, but that's what I'm sensing. Obviously, they're all over the place, and obviously, we're not too much different than them from what I'm gathering. Last time I checked, so. At least I'm speaking about the pigs. If you're wondering what I'm talking about. So also to get to Patriots of USA also, just to give a hint of who I'm opening it up to. So so I had a little bit of galactic stuff and a little bit more of it has to do with the founding of this country and things of that sort. So we'll see who comes through. I was starting off. I know I'm starting off with the pigs, but I guess somebody's gonna have some fun every once in a while. So I believe everything is on the go. So yeah, before we go into all this, those that are new to all this, I'll just do my little spiel here just to start things off so I can get it out of the way so I don't have to deal with it later. So and it seems to be helping. I thought I set that up. Oh, I guess not. Okay, those that are new to this is ivanteller.com. There's an about page. You'll learn more about me. Contact if you need to contact me. Main page has a lot of most of the details here. These are kind of the quick links, private sessions. If you want to book a session, you can find a calendar there, and there's different methods. There's also, without going into details, there's also what do you call it? Gift cards. Also, I'm going to be changing that eventually, but right now I'll just leave it the way it is. I'm going to be upgrading that eventually, but right now there's really no needs for it. And also, this one's quite popular. You can submit a question for $5 and receive an audio file going to much depth information as I can, whatever is available. And also, you can find. Oh yeah, I didn't update the calendar, but you can find a web app. Just to type Centauri. You can find on iPhone and on whatever that is, Google. To find out what's going on. It's basically webinars, but also you can get. Of course, I didn't update that recently, but it's basically webinars every Tuesday and Thursday so far. But also you can get YouTube links and audios of the webinar and stuff, things of that sort. Also, you have inventory services, submit a question, healing, past life regression, message from Yeshua, channel consulting, 5-minute healing, spiritual connections. Of course, when you submit a question, it usually takes 1 to 5 days. I try to go as quickly as possible, 1 to 2 days, 1 to 3 days, but depending on what's going on. And 1 question from a day, you have chakra healing from a day, soul pain from Stephanie, and angelic Reiki from Miguel. So this is what keeps the operation going, keeps the channeling with monkeys or whatever it might be. I know, I'm sorry, it's a joke, but anyway. So this all helps with keep operations going. And we started a little bit late than I usually do. I did editing of one of the theme parks. I had one of the garden museum, but it had issues with not everything uploaded, so I'll upload it tonight. It'll take a while to edit that. So anyways, I got one theme park in processing right now. So I'll have we'll see how tomorrow goes. I might do another one. We'll see how things go. It takes time. So I might go see a film. I'm not sure. I might go see Wonder Woman. I was kind of couldn't do it today, so maybe get my interpretation of it. And the Mummy was quite, I didn't know a whole lot about Raw, so that got me to channeling Raw. So to look into Raw a little bit more. So normally I don't. I've heard of the Seth with Jane Roberts, and I mentioned this yesterday that nobody can channel Seth. I had problems connected to him also. I like calling him Seth still, but either way, Raw was easier. Let's put it that way. Seth wasn't, so there was like some pullback. So I guess it is a little bit clicky over there. That's just unfortunate, but then again, I don't resonate with him at all. So I think if you resonate, because like from what I'm gathering, what Jane Roberts said, only she can channel and blah blah blah, which I think is unfortunate. But like with when they do that, but like with Bashar though, I mean, I'm not really that interested in channeling Bashar. I know everybody's crazy about him, but everybody has their own interpretation. It's not going to be the same as Daryl. It's always going to be different. So it's better to keep. I mean, if you want to connect to it, Bashar is around a lot. Yeah, I haven't connected to him in a long time. Really. I feel no need to connect to other SSI. It seems to be quite fine. Bashar is more like your guru, and so anyway, not it's. I think somebody else said, or yeah, it's what other beings be channeled. It's not not everything has to be on Bashar's table. Bashar has a certain whatever is going on right now. Just find where it is. So it's okay. We have other beings to connect with. We have pigs. We got cockroaches we can channel. We have salamanders we can channel. I mean, we got all kinds. We got fish. What else is there? I'm not sure if I'm going to channel the cockroaches. I was going to, but I don't know. It's kind of Patriots Day, so I don't know if people get too offended. I'm already counting the pigs. So then again, Washington is kind of filled with pigs. So, but not to insult the ones that are going to come through, not at all. But I've channeled them before, but it's been a long time. So this is a different group from what I'm gathering. Doesn't matter really. Not really. What matters is the message. Doesn't really matter who they are. It could be a piece of toast with a talking piece of toast basically right now. What truly matters. So if they give us information, that'll help evolve us out of our own doom. But another, I mean, I do see more animals being channeled in the future. Maybe not right now because people are hesitant, but I do see more of giraffe and all that being connected to you because you can. It's just it's not trendy yet. So Palladian's trendy, Syrian's trendy, animals, sort of, not really. Well, I guess it all depends. So, all right, we'll see what comes through. I have no, I mean, I have an idea, but I have no really true. I don't know. I connected to Howard the Duck, so it can't be much different than that. So, um, and people and Howard the Duck has visited people. I know. Just welcome to the land of the insane. I'll be your host. But where do you think all this stuff comes from? Nowhere. It's all created somewhere, and it all has a consciousness. Of course, we're not taught that in school because school's not really there to teach us anything about that at least. But we are opening up. We're not getting stoned or anything yet. No, we're not. We're protected from that. Of course, they have other ways of ridicule, obviously. So, but anyway, enough about that. Here we go. Show off. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support. And welcome to the land of the bizarre. And most likely, I'm going to be connected to a couple other ones, real quick ones. So, see how things go. All right, blessings, and here we go. Greetings to you. I am Nostrum, the Pig Collective, as you will call it. We do not call ourselves the Pig Collective, but for human interpretation, that is fine. Our connection to you is, yes, through DNA, as you are very connected to us, as you can see. You're not that much different than us. We also do see you more proactive, more active, as for taking the plunge into a reality that is of great darkness, as you see on your planet. We do have some in our realities that have not gone as deep as you have, but we have realities that actually have gone further, but not to this extent. Where we are pig, you are many things. We mad pig Arturian, pig Syrian, pig Palladian. But still, our DNA is not as vast as yours. So you're not going to find that here with us. But it is quite fascinating to be part of your conscious vibrations. We are evolving with you. Why do you think you have so many different animal creatures on your planet? They are aliens in disguise. And these aliens in disguise are having a blast here. Even if, yes, maybe not every day is of the best, they're still having a blast because they're part of this creation process that's quite unique, which humans don't quite understand, don't see it full reality of it. Because you're conditioned to see a small part, but we see it all. That is the idea, is to take your eye, your vision, and to expand it. We are not just animals on your planet. We are friends, family, partners, lovers. Yes, we are in our, you can say, original form. As you see, the pig, horse, etc. They're in their original form before they went into the humanoid adaptation. Human, now you came through the human creation, but it was understand, yes, it went through Earth. You are like version number 600 right now of human, so don't think we have not seen your kind before. Far from it. You might think you're the only ones in the universe that has a laugh, but you realize that your connections will increase with us as you become more friendly with us. Right now, many are still not sure what the hell to think, right? Basically, your interpretation of us as friendliness will help us being more integrated into your society. Basically, the encyclopedia of us has to be brought into your environment for us to say, hey, how's it going? Hello, Uncle Pig. Hello, Uncle Salamander. How are you today? That will eventually be brought into your environment, but much has to change. Culture change, mind change, clothing that's kind of outdated change. Would you see you wearing more galactic space suits for you to be prepared to go into the skies, into your space? You think that you're going to be fully disconnected from that? Well, some do. As you evolve, you become part of the universe. Becoming part of the universe lets you fly around in other places. So your clothing will change drastically. Even if you're not into space travel, your clothing will still change drastically. Yes, I come here to give you clothing advice. Not at all. Well, yes and no. That's not my full message. Our full message to you. Yes, we do not do this oinking. We are evolved from that quite. We haven't oinked in ages, but our counterparts do that are on your world. And yes, there is a pig, not on every planet, but we are everywhere. Just like there are birds. Where you see a bird, most likely you'll see a pig somewhere. There's always a pig somewhere on a planet. The Palladian pigs were everywhere. If it wasn't for us, there'd be no Palladian. Not as you interpret it today. But also, we evolved with this combination of feline and other beings. We are all learning through each other. And you will be able to do the same by understanding your DNA, deciphering your own DNA of Palladian, Arcturian. What kind of version of Arcturian do you have? What is your interpretation? You can interpret all your DNA. All of you have canine too, just to let you know. Mouse, you have mouse. You have a great amount of different species all just packed in. But you'll be able to discover all of this little by little. Yes, and notice the animals here, you are not that much different. That was all done by design, just to let you know. And so that makes these animals more closer to you as, yes, you can have a donkey at home, call him grandpa if you want. That's a joke. We also see humans being more friendly to animals as you fully understand them, especially your cows that have been slaughtered greatly, but to understand also, yes, they do want to live, but also they realize it's a part of your evolution where they must be dinner. But realize also there are humans that are dinner to other beings. I believe you can go on with that. So some of you want to be a part of that. It's like seeing how we've The cow has been a part of our environment. Why don't we give back? I know the sun's strange right now, but you'd be surprised. That will eventually come into your environment. But yeah, some are having a little bit difficulties digesting that, I see. I feel the vibrations right now, so I know who you are. Well, sort of. I'm not connecting that deeply into that. But you'll understand also your cow will become more your friend. But they will no longer need to be slaughtered. They'll be understood instead of being slaughtered. And human understanding become more we do not need to feast on them. We need to understand them. And while we're doing that, we find other ways to feed ourselves through energy, but also vegetation, but also energy. We see many of you going to more of the energy feeding. You're already doing that already. Some are. Now, how to connect with energies but some need to experience the food digestion. They need this right now. But you will eventually you'll just be consuming vibrations. We see the majority of your humanity going into that direction, just rather without causing any harm to any individuals anymore. But at this third density environment, feel like you are on the right path, though. Meaning, do what you must to survive. As you evolve, you will heal the past. It's not something you just change over in a day. Some do. Well, even vegetarians don't fully. So your ways will adjust as your consciousness adjusts. As your consciousness becomes more aware of the fourth density, fifth density vibrations. Some will go into fifth. Some will skip fourth. They will go into fourth. You most likely you are already in fourth. You're in third, but you're also in fourth. I believe you already know. So many are going to the five density. In some cases, there's some of that there, yes. The consciousness of five density, please. But many of you, as you evolve into a fourth density environment, many will just jump right to five. So the mind is in a fourth density vibration, trickling into a 5D reality. You will know who you are. Some just say that for ego purposes, but some are truly doing even with the ego. They are doing it ever so slight. They're healing ways of healing themselves and connecting to nature. A lot of it is a fifth density vibration they are connecting to, a higher conscious, where they hear their trees more clearly. They hear all of the elementals more clearly. That is a fifth density environment. Not to say you cannot hear it in fourth, but fifth is the clearest. From your angle, it's the clearest. Is there anything else? Yes, we do have a presence on their moon. We check in. Let's put it that way. We don't connect to all beings, but we are of conversation. With the Galactic Federation, if you connect to the Galactic Federation, most likely you will see a pig being of great sophistication. But we're not here to actually tell you what we wear, all of this. What matters most is your healing capabilities, awakening, the human awakening of your galactic friends. Nothing to be afraid of. A little bit overwhelming at first. But as you make that gradual shift, yes, you will be the teachers of those that are calling you all crazy right now. For those that are willing to take the leap into insanity, yes. As you call it on your planet, we call it self-discovery, but you can call it insanity all you want. You've been changing your definitions also. You've been changing a great deal of things. You'll be downloading your history instead of having to read it in a book. You just have more and yes, there's many timelines. So you connect to the timeline that fits you most. Because you download all those timelines like, oh, geez, I cannot get out of bed now because I have so much data in my mind. You'd be surprised. Sometimes you can go into overload. Yes, I know it's fourth density, fifth density, blah blah blah. They can connect all, but it can go into information overload. It doesn't matter what. You can overload yourself. You have to go into the higher densities to fully be able to handle all the data. Basically, a 12 density environment. We recommend 12. That's more clear there. Just to let you know. Yes, we are from Alpha Centauri, but as you can see, we're from everywhere. And what matters most is your Earthlings putting a smile on your face and actually meaning it. And to mean it, but also to live it, but also to give that smile to others. But the meaning of that smile is seen quite clearly. Just a tattoo that's on your arm where you can read it. That smile, that vibration you are sending out, it is you. That smile is you. It's like you can see me, not just here, but you're reading vibrations so easily, so clearly. And you are all healing each other with that vibration, which keeps your vibration at a high vibration of fourth and fifth density. When many of you are angry and in a, you understand, a pit of anxiety, which most of your society is, and those that don't know it fully, not really, that is what keeps you from fourth density. Change it up, switch it around. Easier said than done, but not impossible. The mind, the interpretation of life, all that can be healed. The mind, the vibrations, to understand when, if you're in a room of everyone is enjoying each other's conversation, but also being very truthful to each other, not to say you have to tell everybody everything, but your feelings are real, your love is real, you accept everybody for who they are, no judging at all. Your vibrations shoot right up. Especially when you're in a room together, you will see the room change color also. Instead of mystery, there is no more mystery. There is I know. I know what's going on. Of course, you're not gonna know everything, but you will know because you can also open vortexes together also. Vibrations of bringing in a higher vibration into your world. So these sports stadiums, low vibrations, some high, mostly low. An interpretation of happiness is not exactly happiness. So you turn that around, you bring, yes, your stadiums are excellent for vibrational change. Going to your stadium will also send love to each other, acceptance of everyone. There's much more to it than that, but you understand. But I'll say your vibration's not doing well. I'm gonna kick your ass. That's not how it works. It's like raise your vibration. I'm gonna throw you out this. I'm gonna throw you through a window or something. That's not how it works. That's not how you raise your Earth's vibration. And that's how many humans are right now. So gives you an idea how things. Yes, sounds simple, but much to do, as you can see. We love you, be. And we love you all. Good day. Greetings to you all. I am George Washington. Blessings. Many, yes, on your United States are aware of their own freedom. They are aware of it, but not realizing the sacrifice that went into their freedom. It was not as easy as it seems to get there. But also, from our point of view now, even during our time, we realized it was meant to be. But even there, we weren't sure. But understand, we were taking a risk. We were getting assistance from many. And is there a British colonization still here? Yes. And to be honest with you, we knew that. But understand also, we removed majority of the British control. Yes, much of it still lives within your banking system, and we were much aware of that. We're not stupid. But for the most part, we are free of the controls. Mostly. Your Federal Reserve changed a lot of that. So it was technically free before your Federal Reserve was brought in. That is true. But there are also other ways that they did it, but it wasn't as strong as they were hoping. But also realize those that are controlling your monetary system do loosen up their grip so you can invent. As you can see, much of it's being used against humanity, and yes, much of it can be used to unenslave humanity with your power, with your cars. Because right now you are still under a cabal vibration, very much used by their instruments, as you might be aware. But also, you're going into a unification of releasing their grip. You are finding a way, many of you, as you connect to yourselves, you are finding a way to finally let go of that. In a spiritual sense, it is possible. It takes time. We will find a way out. It's not necessarily you have to wait. You can do it now by putting the intentions of a more humane world. It was controlled world. Because many that you'd be surprised how many are not putting this into their energy of a free world without any controls. They say it, but there's a lot of anger and hate there. You do it with love, that's a different vibration. If you just do it with anger and hate for the ones that are controlling, it does make things difficult now, doesn't it, when you think about it? Because there's a bitterness there that does not necessarily need to be there. That causes a lot of the controls. When you put out a positive but a negative slant to it, that actually puts you more. You're like putting your message into a prison. You're sending it out, but also you have conditions around it. Also, it's like I'm gonna go kick their ass. It's like love and freedom for everyone and kick their ass. It's like love and freedom for everyone, love and freedom for everyone. Let's make friends with everyone and not cause war with anyone. You'd be surprised. It's hard to see that in your reality now, isn't it? It takes time to forgive. Forgiveness is very powerful. And that will save your world. Not to say your world is it will save your world. It will clear your world. It will make into a place that is less harmful to each other. Because there is a lot of harms going on. Your air, the things that you even touch cause DNA difficulties. Trust me, we see that. We see everything. But our message to you is to not judge each other. That is difficult, but many are. Especially the president right now is being made fun of. But a lot of it, he is in the executioner's chair, but also he puts the chair on those that he is having issues with. So he is being executed publicly, you can say, through humiliation, but also he turns the tables and does the same thing to them. Are we right now? That is the right man for the job. It might be a clown in office, but then again, that hasn't been much different over your several years. It's been different versions of a clown. This is a version that is very loud. It is at this time much needed, and he does connect to Andrew Jackson's vibrations. He connects to Andrew Jackson to receive information on what to do. And we'll see a great change coming soon. A great one. But it's not just done by one man, it's done by several men and women and transgenders. And that will be opened up also, where all beings are accepted, all races. Yes, unfortunately, there is a race war going on in the United States right now. But that has been manipulated heavily by, yes, media and other sources, unfortunately. It's a ticking time bomb, unfortunately. But realize a great healing will happen there. And also Mexico and its borders will be healed. For right now, eventually the borders will be brought down. But for right now, the United States has to get itself in order. Once it gets itself in order, the borders will come down. Right now, it is not ready for it. I know many want the borders to be down, everyone to feel it, but in some ways it is good for a pause, just until the negativity finds itself to flush itself out. You understand? But if you need to be in this country, you will find a way into it. So, you will find your way. So if you truly want to be in America, you will. There will be some have the dream of coming here, but never really truly want to come. They seem like it, but there's too much to go through to get here. But either way, that will be healed. In your lifetime, it is hard to say at this time. Yes, but not the way you might think. But America has to heal. It is in a self-destructive mode in certain areas, as you can see. Society feels like it's going to blow up in certain areas. You don't need a bomb. Emotional explosions happen all the time. Hate for each other. Not to say there's a complete hate, but there is a good amount of it. That will find itself. That needs to be cleared out. And much more, of course. Especially, yes, violence towards women is a major one, which is during my time was no different. But in my interpretation has gotten much worse from what I see. So there's much to do here. Blessings. From what I see, you are all pioneers in your own way. Inventors, scholars, changers, world changers. I am Thomas Jefferson. And yes, the rumors are true. I was part of your Illuminati vibrations, yes. I was a front man also. But also, I was both. I was positive and not so. I was both positive and I was neutral, but I was on both sides of the river. Compromises, but also assistance to your planet. I did a lot of things I'm not proud of. And much has not been in your history. I don't believe it's the time to really go into that. But you connect to my vibrations. I might bring it up to you. Maybe. For the most part, it's not that important, but yes, I am very scarred at this time. But at the moment, my interpretation, my ego led me into ego can play some great music, but also have a sharp knife with it also. That comes to you instead of everyone else. When I speak of music, I see as the country came together was like music. It was like a play. And it all just found its way to piece itself together, like an orchestra. Different movements, different themes, just so much construction. Yes, the Americans have gotten very lazy, but we knew that in our past. That's why we created the Declaration of Independence, but also other documents that we are known for. The amendments to keep your earth, keep your country, well, earth also, but keep your country stable through. Because even during my time, there was much laziness going on. That has not changed. Laziness, there's different types. There's types of, I can't find myself, I'm miserable. But also the other kinds, like, I don't give a shit. But which is fine. But to not to find yourself is, yes, a tragedy, but also a miracle. Because you go through a tragic stage in your life, but also a miracle when you find your purpose in life, which is quite fascinating and quite enduring and quite earth changing because the world needs you very much. And there are others that just, once you live through other people's creations, enjoy it, which is nothing wrong with that at all. But there are certain laziness where it does the world gets dangerous. But also during our times, we felt revolutions. You're already going through different revolutions at this time. It's mental. It's like mental wars you're going through. So you are going through a revolutionary war in your own way. Internet is going through that. So you have your own ways of doing it. You don't need a gun. Right now you have cyber attacks of doing this, but also the home, the family is at war with each other from what we are seeing. But we see rebuilding this nation, also others becoming more equal to each other. When you're letting go of the racist vibrations, many are just judging each other, and that does not heal a country. That divides it more. And right now, it's a excellent divide, but also manufactured. A lot of it is manufactured. I'm not going to say what side to pick, Democrat, Republican. It does not matter. What matters most is that humanity finds its happiness. Right now, it's found its misery, but you can find your happiness out of misery. What do you want in your environment? Yes, we were also during our time aware of aliens and ghosts. We were very actually spiritual people. We did not always show it though. We even knew that it would kind of shake people up, but that wasn't all that important at that time. But we knew there were higher forces here assisting us in the development of this country and development of others. So my message, believe in yourself. But we'll believe in each other also. Because you don't believe in each other, others feel that. The more the belief you have, the more you will heal. Yes, you're going to have criticism of each other. You're not always going to like each other. There is going to be some competition. That's not always a bad thing. But it's all on how you go about it. That is all I have. Good day. Happy 4th. Thank you. Okay. All right. I think we have enough. All right. Blessings, everyone. Have a great holiday and a great week.